And today we're going to test ride the GS. It's the R1250 GS. Nice big looking bike. The salesman reckon it's a lot better than the old GS. Comes in a lovely colour with some really nice foot pegs. Look at them, big and chunky. It has over £5,000 worth of extras you can buy for this. As you can see, it's got spotlights, engine bars, you can change the screen colour, you can put all types of different bits and pieces on it, hand guards. It's got a lovely ZF shock on it, centre stand, the chrome exhaust is nice. Obviously you can get a can for it, and a back wheel. They're pretty, just nice shape with the spokes. I think the spoke wheels look nice on adventure bikes. So, as is normal with modern bikes, push button to start. There we go. Flashy dash. All the mod cones in here. Dynamic. Clock is wrong. Now the salesman and the test rider told me that these don't vibrate when you're revving, and first impression is very good. Doesn't vibrate at all. It's amazing for a BMW boxer engine. Wait till the van. Oh, the riding position is lovely. I say I'm 6'3", so I like a nice sit-up bike. Plus I'm a bit chunky, so I can't have anything where I sit down too much. I'll lean forward. There's too much weight on my arms, kills me. I'm getting old now. But yeah, it's very comfortable. And I've just discovered my first problem. Because I've got big chunky legs. When I put my leg down, I banged it on the engine bar. So, yeah, the engine bars are quite big and stick out quite a bit. Something you probably have to get used to. The engine noise is quite good. Not too bad, not too loud. Obviously you'd have to have a can fitted, so you can have a bit of noise. As you'd expect for a BMW, it's got active suspension, which adjusts for the size of the rider. It is very smooth. BMW's come on a long way since their old lumpy boxer engines. The seat is very comfortable. Obviously designed for long distance travelling with 2-up and luggage, so it'll take the weight no problem at all. See the seat, and it's really comfortable. Being a big guy with being quite heavy, the seat is very important to me. You need comfort when you're travelling. At my age, I'm getting old. Oh, a nice Jeep. Real one too. Oh, yeah. So it's nice to have a bike that does what it's supposed to. And BMWs have always been that. They're just a bike that does what it says on the tin. They're good for touring, long distance. I wouldn't think of taking one of these off-roading. I know people have, and they've been quite pleased with how good it is, but it's a bit of a top-heavy bike with all the plastic bits on it. The screen is awesome. Very clear, very easy to read. It's got not too much electrical things on it, and so you can see everything clearly except where this bus is going. So you can get different colour screens. The screen is adjustable, goes up and down about 3 to 4 inches. The bars are nice and black. I always like the big master cylinders, and the brakes are usually quite big. They're quite good on a BMW. See this. She accelerates well. But that's what you'd expect from a 1250. I do like the layout of the clocks, or they're not clock anymore, the screen, soon to be touchscreen. I think it'd be a bit awkward if you're riding a motorbike, unless you get one of those little dongle things on the bars. I haven't quite worked out what this thing is for. It's like an early nut on the side. That cheap box a lot. 6-speed box. Oh, very comfortable grips. These bikes are obviously made for big people like me to go long distance. It's got a USB outlet on the dash, power outlet. It's got everything you need really for touring. I'm not sure what this cubby hold is for, but it's probably for a phone. You can put your phone in there and charge it. It could be another one like most modern bikes, where it adapts to your sat nav. Takes it off your phone by Bluetooth and puts it onto the screen. A lot of bikes are doing that nowadays. But I'm pleasantly surprised on how comfortable and smooth this engine is. The mirrors are not vibrating at all. The bike is not vibrating. I feel hardly anything at all through the handlebars. Nothing through the seat. And because I've got a big belly that's resting on the tank, I can't feel anything on that either. It's quite pleasant. It's a lovely ride. I see nowadays you can get so many extras for them. It's just ridiculous. You can almost double the price on the bike. Some are useful, some are just cosmetic. But I do like the dashboard layout. Very clean looking, and even when you go through the tunnels, all the lights are nice and bright, but not too bright, they don't blind you. The gearbox, as you'd expect from a BMW, is nice and smooth. You just plonk through it. A little bit of engine braking, as you'd expect from a flat twin boxer engine. And I bang my leg again. She's a little bit wide for filtering, but not too bad. I'd say the clutch is really nice and light. You can hold that for a bit without it straining your fingers or your wrist. The mirrors would be nice if they were a little bit bigger. The headlight looks quite trick. It's got like a cross pattern with 2 straight lines. As everything's LED nowadays, so it works. And these handguards, they're a godsend in cold weather. And this obviously being a BMW, it's got heated grips. So these things, you know, that makes a difference when you get all the proper touring stuff. Makes life so much easier. Nice turn of speed of these. She picks up well. Not like the last GS I rode, which admittedly was 1100. This is so smooth. With the active suspension, I've been told by the salesman that you can fill your luggage up and they have to still keep the bike nice and level instead of sagging in the bottom, which is a good thing. Obviously, being a tall guy, the screen is not quite tall enough, but you can get a different one or adjustable one that can move up a little bit more. As I said, you can get loads of extras for these, loads of accessories. But it is a really comfortable bike. And it feels nice when you're riding. You feel like you could go fast into the corners without too much hassle. Gives you a lot of confidence. I do like it. I would just change those mirrors straight away. The riding position is perfect for me. The foot peg was a nice position. Unlike the Harley Davidson Pan American I rode, there's no heat on your legs. The exhaust go underneath, whereas the Pan American, the exhaust are right next to your right leg. It gets a bit warm. But this feels so comfortable. It is lovely. I must admit. And in this colour scheme, it would be a serious consideration. The only thing that would sway me is the price. BMWs, you pay for the quality, and they are a little bit expensive, in my opinion. But very nice bikes. Easy to understand, not too much technology like some where you can't understand what anything is. Obviously it's got the menu button on it, it just says menu, so you can swap everything around. And off the dual carriageway. I feel, even though it looks a heavy bike, it doesn't feel that heavy. You can maneuver it around quite easily. I had no problem pushing it backwards from where I parked it. I say the engine braking is quite good too. Has a good turn of speed. I feel you could wheel it easily, which I won't do because there's too many police around. But yes, it is very maneuverable and doesn't feel as wide as it looks. So you don't get the impression that when you're riding it, it's a big massive tank. It is a nice motorbike. Oh, and there's a nice looking Porsche. There's some nice cars around Cardiff. Plenty of money around this area. Yeah, it's a very comfortable machine. And take it back to the showroom now and thank them for letting me take it out. Here we are at Cardiff, Harley Davidson and BMW. There's me baby Jeep. Look at me baby, she's nice. And there we are. As you can see, there are plenty of lights. And I don't know how to turn it off. Does he go off on its own? That was a lot better than the old one. Oh, completely smooth. And the old one at the traffic lights was trying to shake you to move that back. But that thing is, come on. Leaps and bounds from the old ones. Thank you very much, sir.
Top man, thank you.
That was well worth the ride. I didn't take it far because I've got to go back to work. But yes, I did enjoy that. It surprised me.